Hi, this is Gail, and welcome to the Heart Art Lockdown Project, week number 3. So, the COVID-19 pandemic is really making me remember what someone once said to me in an artist's way group that I facilitated a long time ago, and that was, life is not a dress rehearsal. Life is not a dress rehearsal. All we have and all we know is right now and right here. So for those of us that are shut in our homes, waiting out the storm, we're given the opportunity to practice perhaps mindfulness, practice being in the present moment and paying attention to what's going on internally within ourselves right now and right here. And so when an opportunity arises to face something, perhaps now's the time to start saying, okay, I'll actually take the time and I'll think about this. I'll delve into whatever is being presented to me instead of shelving it for another time. So this is an opportunity to consider the third of the good life buckets, which is about your contribution in life. Mary Oliver writes that beautiful, enticing line in her poem, The Summer's Day, where she says, "Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" Life is precious. It's a gift. And we're solely responsible for how we live our life. So what matters? What matters in your life? What motivates you? What moves you forward? What makes you get up every day? What makes you put one foot in front of the other? What makes you do the things that you do? The things that inspire us are the things that pull us forward into life. So when I think about contribution, I think about inspiration. Now the key is to pay attention to what inspires you and to act on that. So what brings us sustenance and satisfaction speaks to our unique and personal gifts, to our abilities, and to our strengths. So what inspires us formulates what and how we contribute to the world. Now, initially, I read a quote of Jonathan Fields and had really conflicting emotions. He wrote, "It's about contributing to the world." And these words made me feel pretty intimidated. And being a natural introvert, I like to keep things quite small and quite close to me. So the idea of having to be able to put myself out there in the world and drive myself to think that I have to contribute something that's going to be meaningful to the masses, that just feels very, very scary and daunting. But he continues that quote, I'll start it again and continue it. It says, "It's about contributing to the world even if that world is a single person. How do you contribute in ways that feel meaningful, in ways that matter to you, and allow you to feel like you matter?" Contribution is driven by a deep knowing that you're doing the thing you're here to do. There's a sense of calling that's pulling you forward in life. It's about feeling like you're accessing your full potential, your strengths, your gifts, and leaving nothing unrealized or untapped. Now, things that can hinder how we contribute to the world are shyness, a lack of inhibition, or a lack of self-worth. But know that you contribute through being who you are. You contribute with your personality. You contribute with your way of being without having to change anything. Who you are impacts other people, and your actions have ripple effects on other people. So your inspiration, your action, and your contribution can in turn inspire so many other people. So what are your strengths? And what are your gifts? And how do you utilize these to their fullest potential? This week you're invited to explore these questions as we delve into the contribution bucket. So when you have time to dedicate to an art making process, remember anything goes, I suggest that you gather any materials that you have at hand: pen, paper, crayons, scrap papers, newspaper, whatever it is, and then slip into the meditation that you will have received through the LDP WhatsApp group, and take some time to drop from the mental state down into that feeling state when you consider what really inspires me and what drives me forward. Once the meditation is complete, I would suggest that you move straight into the art making process so that you're in the flow, so that you're moving from that place of the body and onto the page, whether that's through writing, scribbling, doodling, painting, whatever feels good for you. Once your art making process feels like it's complete, then I really highly recommend that you go through the process of answering the reflection questions, because this is where you can really delve into the crux of what drives me, what pulls me forward, and how do I live my best life. So those reflection questions you will find on my website, and I'll send you a link to those. So I send you love as we move into this third week of a now extended lockdown period. And yeah, remember to keep in touch with me, keep posting on the Heart Art group. I'm just so appreciating your involvement there. And we will chat very soon. Lots of love.